Well, welcome back to the Well Balanced Life with Dr. Dana, where we are aligning our faith, life, and wholeness. I'm so excited to have you with me today. We are going to be talking about what it really means to live a well balanced life. So go grab your tea, settle in, and we're going to jump right in. So, what is balance? I think that the idea that we have been sold, particularly as women, is a little bit of enigma. It's a little bit of something that does not even exist, at least in the context in which we've been told. This idea that in order to be a boss, in order to be a good and grown woman, that we have to balance every single thing that's on our plate, do it well. We've got to maintain our edges, maintain being a size two, climb the corporate ladder, have babies, bake cookies from scratch using only organic ingredients that we plant in our backyard. And this is what it means to live a balanced life. That is not possible. And so I want us to have an opportunity to just talk a little bit about what it really means to live a well balanced life. After all, it is the title of my podcast. And so let me share with you where I'm coming from with this. The reason why I say well balanced is because I do not believe it means that we juggle everything that is on our plate. I believe that it means we take a holistic look at all of the different hats that we wear and that we make sure we are well in all of the areas that we choose to participate in. See, I said choose to participate in. That means that we have autonomy over the things that we put on our plates. So, in this season, it may mean that I take a 5 year hiatus from my corporate climb to be a stay at home mom. It may mean that because I'm trying to reach some financial goals or some financial stability or kill some debt, this means this year I don't get to go on the girls' trip. It means that maybe I take a pause from some of the activities that I'm doing because I want to go back to school and finish that degree. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's not the idea that we have to constantly have a cape on, the S on our chest, and do all these things that life tells us we have to juggle and balance in order to really be a boss. It means that we step back and we say, in this season of my life, what can I do well and what is going to serve me well? So often when I sit and I talk with women and we talk about things and they're feeling overwhelmed and they're tired and they're burnt out and they're sick in their bodies, they're sick in their minds and in their emotions, they're feeling low, they feel like they're in a rut. We sit down and we talk about everything that they have on their plate. And I discover that some of these things are things that other people put on our plates. We didn't even sign up for that. Imagine going to a buffet and you've got your tray and you've got your plate, and the person next to you scoops something out of the bin and puts it on your plate. You'd be like, "Excuse me, I did not want mashed potatoes." Well, that's what we do sometimes. We allow people to put things on our life's plate that we didn't even ask for, we didn't sign up for, we don't have the capacity for. And oftentimes, because we feel like it's our job to nurture and pour into everyone else, and there's nothing wrong with that, but we do it a lot of times at the expense of our own health, wellness, physical health, our ability to hear God and grow spiritually. We put those things on the line. We allow other people to tell us what should be on our plate. And then check this, we make ourselves sick trying to eat it all. We literally sit there and make ourselves sick trying to eat things on our plate that we didn't even put on there. So here you are, you're an empty nester, and I'm sitting talking to you, and you're like, "I've just given everything to my family. I've sacrificed everything so that my kids could play sports, or my kids could cheerlead, or my kids could go do this, that, or the other." And I'm looking at you, and you're broke down, you're tired, you've sacrificed your edges, your weight, going back to school, all of the things. And man ain't even playing football anymore. He didn't go to the NFL. He didn't even want to play after high school. And these are the things that I hear from people over and over and over. And I'm like, yeah, you did it all, but it was out of balance. And the reason why I say it was out of balance is because you and your well being was nowhere in the picture. I would love for us, particularly as women, to get back to centralizing our own health and well being so that we can be there as our best selves for the people that we love. I have a friend, he said, go do something great for yourself so you can go do something good for others. And what he was talking about was take good care of yourself so that you can take great care of the people that you love. But so often we allow ourselves to be depleted in the name of doing for others. There is no balance, there is no self care, there is no quiet time to reflect, there is no assessment of where you are and your hopes and your dreams and your goals and the things that ignite your passion. I sit sometimes and I talk with women, and everything that they have on their plate is something that fulfills a dream for someone else. And when I sit and I ask them, if this world were perfect and your kids were good and grown and your husband was fulfilled and satisfied and everything was all well with the ministry and money was not an object and you were in great health, what would you be doing if all you had to worry about was you? And I hear all of these amazing dreams and hopes and creative ideas, and I'm like, well, why, where is that on this list of things? And they're things that they have put in a folder, stuffed in a drawer for another time. And what I want to implore you to think about, what I want to suggest, what I want to put on the table is take some of this stuff off of your plate so that you can put you back into the picture. In addition to this, can I just drop this in here? Can I just kind of parenthetically insert this concept of self-care? It's become this buzzword. Um, Industries have gotten a hold of it, and now everything is self-care. Getting your teeth whitened is self-care. Getting your nails done. If every little thing is self-care. They're packaging it all. Buying brand new pillows is self-care, which actually I do think that is self-care. I need some new. I'm gonna add that to my self-care list. Thank you, Holy Ghost. I'm adding that to my self-care list because sis needs some new pillows. But anyway, we've tagged everything as self-care. And it's more than manicures and pedicures. It's more than getting massages. It is stepping back and saying, what do I do for me that feeds my soul? What do I do for me that brings me joy? What do I do for me that is not tied to anybody else's happiness or excitement or approval? It is just for me. And what I find is that some of the things that we have labeled as self care that we've put into our budget, we don't even enjoy anymore. Let me give you an example. I used to go and get my nails done every 4 weeks, 5 weeks. I would try to stretch it out as long as I could. I know my nail lady, I would get on her nerves. But I would go and get them done. And it was a nice moment to be pampered and all of that. But over time, the atmosphere of the salon changed. I felt like I was being rushed. I wasn't always exactly happy with what I was getting done with my nails. And I felt pressured always to add on the paraffin wax or add on the this or the that. It stopped being an enjoyable experience. So, guess what I did? I stopped going. This is supposed to be something that is self care for me, something that I enjoy, and I no longer enjoy it, and I'm spending good money. You guys know, long gone are the days where you spend $40 to get your nails done. You can pay that for press on. No, you're spending $100 sometimes just to get your nails done to not enjoy the experience. So that stopped being self care for me. And I moved those funds to something else that I could actually enjoy. And so I want to just challenge you to sit and say, everything that I have in my life that I'm juggling right now, that I'm trying to balance, am I in the equation? Are all of these things things that I have to do? And if they are they all things that I have to do right now? I know you want to finish the degree. Do you got to finish it right now? And who said you had to finish it by 30? You do know the schools will still be open when you're 35, right? Who's setting these timelines? Are the timelines realistic? Right? So sit back and ask yourself, look at really what's on your plate and what you're trying to juggle. Because here's the thing, it's one thing, about someone who juggles. It's one thing to juggle oranges. You see the juggler juggling. It's another thing that when they start juggling the bowling pins, but it's another thing when they start juggling the little sticks that have the fire and the flames on it. What are you juggling? Some of us are unnecessarily juggling sticks with flames on it that we don't have to. Take a step back and say, what on this plate can I do right now and do it well? What do I need to take off of my plate because it's not anything that belongs for me to do in the first place? What do I need to take off of my plate because now is not the right timing? What do I need to take off of my plate and never put it back on my plate ever again in life? Ask yourself these questions. So, again, it is not about being able to juggle it all and being able to juggle it all by yourself. It is about what can I do well and what is serving me well in this season. So I hope I help bring some clarity to this word called balance, right? And I hope I help give you some things to think about and chew on where your own life is concerned so that you too can have a well balanced life. I hope you have enjoyed our time together. I hope that you will join me again on next week where we can dive into reference checks. We're going to get into that. I'm not talking about your job or your employer. We're going to get into these reference checks. So join me next week. Listen, regardless to what your day has been like, regardless to what your life has been like up to now, please remember the day goes on. Love you. See you next week.